Okay. So, Mantasha Mariam, as we covered agents of pollination in the previous class, tell me what is pollination by wind? Yes. First, you tell what does it mean. First, you tell what does it mean. I asked pollination by wind. Tell me what is pollination by wind. Okay, tell me. Actually, I'm asking what does it mean. So when I ask what does it mean, first you have to tell that the wind pollinated pollination by wind means wind pollination means uh, the pollination occurs with the help of wind or transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma with the help of an agent that is wind. So what are the characteristics of the flowers which are pollinated by wind? Then you will be telling the characteristic of the flower. How it is, it's showy or not, is it big or small, is it producing nectar or it's scented or not. So then you will be adding these characteristics or these features of flower. First, you have to tell if the pollination occurs by the wind, then it is known as pollination by wind. And then you'll be adding the characteristics of the flower as well as the characteristic of pollen grain. Understood? The wind pollinated flowers are not showy or colorful. Why? Because there is no need to attract the insects. They are not scented also. They are not producing nectar because there is no need to attract the insects. Uh, and their pollen grain are small, light-weighted, and they are dry in nature. So these are the features of pollen grain and the flower. Stigma that is sticky and fuzzy so that it can catch easily, so that it can catch pollen grain easily. Okay. So now, Amin Huda, are you listening me? Amin Huda. Okay, tell me what is pollination by water? Hmm. How's your mother? What's she doing? What she's doing? Yes, Amin Huda, tell again. Hmm. Now tell me the features of flower which are pollinated by water. Wait. Now, Khizr, you tell me. Okay, good, mashallah. Now, Khizr, you continue the features of the pollen grain which are pollinated by water. Khizr, are you listening me? Khizr, Azhad, Muhammad Azhad, yes, tell me the features of the pollen grain which are pollinated by water. Yes. Hmm. Okay. Then. Okay. And very good. So the pollen grain which are carried by pollinated by water, they have a waxy layer around it so that they can be prevented from the from water effects. Uh, Means so that it can be prevent from spoiling or decomposition. Okay. Like example. Yes, example. Vallisneria. Vallisneria. And it's an interesting example of pollination. Why? Because at the time of pollination, male flowers are detached from the plant and they just float and come on the surface of the water, uh, and then it burst open so that the pollen grain comes out, and then the water carry the pollen grain to the stigma of another flower. Vallisneria is unisexual flower. So means male flower they just detach from it at the time of pollination. So this is very interesting feature. Abdul Samad, yes, are you listening me, Abdul Samad? Abdul Samad, are you listening me? Okay. Tell me pollination by animals. Yes? Okay. Okay. One Umar is telling, yes. Umar, tell me. I'm not asking. It means what are agents? I'm asking explain pollination by animal. Who, who's asking? Who's asking? Just raise your hand instead of just saying. Who's asking, Ubaida? Hmm. Okay. Abdullah, tell me. Abdullah. Hmm. Okay, okay. You are reading it. Are you understood also? You are reading this. So have you understood? Okay. Hmm. Okay. 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 Pollination by wind means when the pollination occur by the animals with the help of animal. When this transfer of pollen grain from anther to the stigma is by the animals. Animals can be birds, insects, or bats. Means they act as carrier birds, insects, or bats. So what they do when they visit the flower to suck the nectar, so some of the pollen grain they stick to the to their body, and when they visit another flower, so these pollen grain they left those pollen grain on another flower when they visit different flower. So in this way they carry the pollen grain from one flower to another flower. So in this way they helpful in pollination. So when animal carry pollen grain from one flower to another flower, this is called pollination by animals. So what are the features of pollination by animals? Means flower of which are pollinated by animals. They are they must be means in when I was teaching you this pollination by wind or the water, I told you there is no need to attract the insect. But here, because the pollination actually done by the animal only, so what here this need to be attracted, and this need to produce nectar, and they should be sweet scented. Then they should be scented, they should be what you can say produce nectar, and they should be showy also. They should be large, the petals should be colorful, so that the insects attract toward it, because now the insects are the carrier. Now the insects are the insects or the animals or the bats. Yes. Hmm? Spiny pollen grain, yes, because they can, they have to stick with the body of the animal. So either they are sticky or spiny. Good. Now let's start fertilization. Yes, you you're not audible there. Voice is interrupted very much. Hmm. Who is this? Anusha, tell me. Very good. Rimsha Kausar, tell me, why do wind and water pollinated plant produce a lot of pollen? Rimsha, Rimsha Kausar, are you listening me? Okay, tell me, why do wind and water pollinated plant produce a lot of pollen grain? They produce a number of pollen grain. Why? Am I audible to you? Rimsha Kausar, am I audible to you? Yes, I'm asking, why do wind and water pollinated plant produce a lot of pollen grain? Large number of pollen grain, why they produce? Yes, tell me. Fayaz, you tell me. Why wind and water pollinated plant produce a large number of pollen grain? No, my question is not that. Hafsa Fatma, you tell me. Hafsa Fatma, Hafsa, Anabia. Kulsum. Why Anabia is not responded in any class? In previous classes also, I called Anabia and no response from Anabia side. Why? Why Anabia is not responded? Hmm? Anabia? Kulsum, yes, tell me. Kulsum? Question I asked 3 times. You are not in class? It's interrupted. Okay, now am I audible to you? Now am I audible to you? Okay, so why do wind and water pollinated plant produce a lot of pollen grain, a large number of pollen grain? What happened? Yes. Question is not that. I'm asking why they produce a lot of pollen grain. Why they produce? Yes. You are not audible to me. Now let listen. The answer is they are yes, one at a time, one at a time. Okay, tell me. Tell. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, you are reading the paragraph. Yes, because now listen. Why they produce large number of foreign games? Because there's a chances of what you can say destroying a lot of pollen grain with the current of water and with the current of air, because they have to move with they have to flow with the current of water or air, so they can be damaged also, and they can fall some unnecessary place also. So most of them they are damaged. That's why they produce in large number to increase the rate of pollination. They are in more in number to increase the rate of pollination, because they are most of them they are damaged with the current of water and air, and they fall in on some unnecessary places also, like on wall, on ground, or on some non-living things also. That's why they produce in large number. Now let's start fertilization. So just now, Who told this? Hmm. Just now one has told the answer, and you must have listened what she said. Yes. Yes. What's your name? Anusha. Good. Now let's start fertilization. So after a pollen grain land on the stigma, means after the pollination. Page number 27. Page number 27. So here in this picture you just see that the pollen grain which is there in the anther here, that transfer to the stigma here. This is the pollen grain, this is anther, and where it is transferred to the stigma. So these is small, these is small. See here, they landed. Still, it's not clearly. It's not. I'm not audible. It's clear to most of them. One, I'm not audible to one or two, so they might be having network problem. Okay. So here in this picture, you just see these yellow rounded structure on the stigma. They are pollen grain. This is a stigma. This green the green part is the stigma, and on the stigma, what this is yellow rounded structure, they are the pollen grain. And inside the pollen grain, we know that two male gametes are there. Yes. How many male gametes are there? Two male gametes are there. Yes. So when they landed on stigma, they secrete a chemical and then they make tube inside it. This is a style. This long cylinder portion is a style. We already, yes, here I'll tell you this portion. This portion is style. So in style, they just pass through the pollen tube. Here, just see it here. Here they just make their pollen tube through which the pollen grain pass from stigma to the ovary. Why ovary? Because in ovary, female cells are there. Female reproductive cells are there. Okay. So here they reach to the ovary through this pollen tube. Means inside this style, they just make pollen tubes, and through the pollen tube they just move. Inside it they just move, and they reach to the ovule, because inside the ovule egg is there. Inside the ovule egg is there, where this male, because in pollen grain what is there? Male cells, male reproductive cells are there, and in ovule female reproductive cells are there, that is egg. So fertilization is the fusion of male and female gamete. So from stigma, how they move? In the pollen tube, they grow pollen tube inside the style. This is a style, and here inside it, what grows? Pollen tube. Inside the pollen tube, what is there? Two male gametes, two male reproductive cell. They reach to the ovary Inside the ovary, ovules are there, and inside the ovule, egg is there. So this male reproductive cell is fused with the female reproductive cell. As a result, what is formed? Zygote. What is formed? Zygote. Zygote. Yes, yes, zygote. Here you can see two nuclei are there. So one is fused with the nucleus, one with the polar nuclei. Means inside the ovule, one nucleus is there and one egg is there. So two nuclei are there in the pollen tube here. Like this is the, I'll tell you here. Just a minute. I'll tell you. Hmm. Wait a minute. Here, two nuclei are there. So, this out of two nuclei, one is fused with the polar nuclei here, and another is fused with the egg. So, the one which is fused with the polar nuclei, it forms endosperm, and the one which is fused with the egg, it forms zygote. What it form? Yes, yes. It forms zygote. So after this zygote, later on, what it become? What it become? This green color structure is zygote. Zygote, zygote. And later on, this green color zygote changes into embryo. An embryo then later on will change into seedling, and this endosperm and this endosperm provide nutrient. Okay, nutrient. Yes, means a seed. When we sow the seed in the soil, how do it grow? How do it grow? When nucleus. Nucleus is the control center of the cell. It controls all the activities of the cell. It controls all the activities of the cell. The character, all the character which an organism possess, they are then their information is there in the nucleus only. So nucleus is the most important part of cell. It control all the activity. If it would not be there, then cell eventually will die. If it will be damaged, then eventually cell will also damage. Yes, embryo. It's a dormant, what you can say, young one. This embryo only later on will change into seedling or the young one. Is you yes? Embryo inside the seed is in sleeping condition or in dormant condition. So when we sow, that only I am saying. It's in you can say young one in a dormant condition or in sleeping condition. Endosperm is a tissue which provide nutrient. It's not clear, Isma. Are you asking something? Who is asking? Zygote is fertilized cell. that we get after fusion of male and female gamete. When the male and female gamete fuse together, we get fertilized single cell unicellular structure that is called zygote, that later on divide and redivide to give the young one. Okay, I will. So this is all about fertilization. So remember, pollen tube is the tube which arises from the pollen grain in the through the style, and that carry male gametes from stigma to the ovule. Why ovule? Because inside the ovule egg is there, and male gamete has to fuse with the female gamete or female reproductive cell. Understood? You also not clear to me. You are also, your voice is also interrupted. But I am audible to most of the student except one two. So those one two must be having some network problem. My voice is clear to most of the students. Yes, yes. Hmm. Yes. Yes, I know. I know I'm audible to most of you. One, two are having this network problem. So they have the network problem. Okay. So fertilization. What is fertilization, Faizan? Faizan, what is fertilization? Okay, tell me quickly. Okay. One is the one is all all all. Listen, listen, listen. All should not speak at a time. One at a time only. Cherish, cherish, yes, cherish. Yes. Fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization. So, yes, okay. Tell me. Very good. Hmm. Yes. So tell me, zygote is unicellular or multicellular? Unicellular. Unicellular. Yes, yes, of course. Yes, 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 yes. It is unicellular. So the life begins with the single cell. Later on, it divide and redivide, and the further growth occur. But the life begin with the single cell because zygote is unicellular. Understood? Okay, that's good, mashallah. That's good, mashallah. Yes, Rimsha, am I audible to you? You raised hand, but then you are not responded. Yes, few students, I don't know they are in class or not because there is no response from their side. Musayyab Javed. Musayyab Javed, am I audible to you? Musayyab Javed? No? Amin Huda, you raise your hand. Yes, what do you want? Amin Huda, do you want to ask something? You raised hand? No, okay. Faizan raised hand. Anusha raised hand. Do you want to say something? Hmm? Do you want to say something? Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Fatma Zohra, just tell me the process of fertilization in plant. Tell me the process of fertilization in plant. How it occurs. How it occurs. Khizr, you tell me. Naba. Okay. Khizr is telling. Hmm. 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 What it germinate? It germinate pollen tube. Pollen tube. Your yes, I know Khizr is telling, but your voice is not audible. It's interrupted a lot. So I'm asking from Naba. Naba, you tell me. Naba, Naba. Shahre. Ruqayya, you tell. Ruqayya Khurshid. Hmm. Tell me the process of fertilization in plant quickly. Landed on the stigma. Then after that, because of the sugary substance, what happened? It produced pollen tubes in which what moves? Male reproductive cell. Two male reproductive cells. They move towards the ovary and they reach to the ovule. So the pollen tube is burst open in ovule. And when it's burst open, what happened? The male reproductive cells which are there in the pollen tube, they reached in the ovule. And what is there in the ovule? Oh.